Hey YouTube, it's Cookies. My show's called Cookies for Today, and I'm so sorry I couldn't be and do another video for a whole month. I know I had a month vacation, so I have a lot to make up for. And about anyone who asked for the video of, what was the video called? The Real Housewives of Atlanta. I did the first one, and some people liked it, and they want me to do another one. But I didn't know. I didn't want to do the other one because the other ones were the best as the first one. But if you still want me to, just inbox me on the poster as a comment on the below. And if enough people do it, then yeah, I'll do it again. I wouldn't mind doing that. So last month was like the last month of school, and I was taking 6 classes from college. So I had to really work my buns off just to get the grade that I get. Not too proud of it, so I don't want to discuss it, but yeah. This video is really about the Nicki Minaj situation. Basically, Nicki Minaj versus Hot97. Everybody's throwing shade at Hot97 because of what this guy has been saying for about 6 months now. Now, if you have been living under a rock, I'll get you guys up to speed. Nicki is supposed to perform at Summer Jam for on Sunday, June 3rd, as well as a bunch of other acts like MMG, Big Sean, J. Cole, Waka Flocka, all of them. Mind you, she wasn't supposed to headline. She was supposed to perform. That's where a lot of people got that wrong, because she had 25 minutes. They thought that she was going to be the headliner, but as Ebro, the program director, stated on his own site that she was not supposed to headline the show. There's no such thing as a headliner when it comes to Summer Jam. It just comes to putting a bunch of acts together. Some people have more time than others because some people are bigger artists than others, and another reason why they have more time than others is because they're going to put up more acts to perform with their slot, like surprise guests and stuff, and that's what they was trying to do. Like, Lauryn Hill was not supposed to be on her time slot. Nas was supposed to be the guest, the surprise guest, as well as Lil Wayne, but Nas was supposed to be the surprise guest of Nicki. Nicki didn't know that. And then Nas was supposed to bring out Lauryn Hill, which Nicki also didn't know that. But instead, they filled up her time slot. And I think they did a tremendous job. I'm just so mad because of the fact that Nicki, that whole situation with her, took away the fact that a lot of people did a good job at that event. Like, the whole event turned from Summer Jam, all these artists coming together and having a great time. It's supposed to be the party of the year. It turned out from being that to it's all about Nicki. And I just think that was just so stupid. Here are reasons why I don't agree with Nicki and the whole YMTMB telling her that she can't perform. 1. This guy, Peter, who's the one that dissed you 5 hours before the show started at the what's it called? The before show? What's it called? The pre-show. He never liked Starships from the beginning. So he did Starships, called it some BS, and he did it as well on his show. Yes, that is disrespectful. But somebody had to be the bigger person. 2 wrongs don't make a right. That's what I always say. 2 wrongs just don't make it right. If he's in the wrong, you don't be in the wrong and cancel your show, as all these diehard fans waste their money, their time, their plane ticket, their bus fare, their train fare just to get here. And times are hard. It's the economy is not doing so well. People had to waste their time out of their day, out of their work schedule, took money out of their own paycheck. They could have used it on something else more important just for you, and you still got paid at the end of the day. It's not like they're getting their money back. But we'll get into that free concert in a minute. I'm trying to go in the sequence here. So Wayne pulled the plug on Twitter, said that Nicki's not going to perform. And so Nicki said, I'm not going to go against Wayne's word. I can't do the show because Wayne said I can't do the show. And basically that's when a lot of people got mad, because last time everybody checked, Nicki was like her own person. Everybody seen Nicki like being her own person, being her own boss. I mean, she said it on that MTV show herself. When you're a boss, people get mad at you. People call you a bees and all this type of stuff. So for you to not be the boss this time is just really like sketchy, because a lot of people are like, well, People are not used to you following your own rules. And that's the same thing what Flex said on the interview. And let's talk about that interview. Let's jump right into it, because this interview was a bunch of lies and confusion on both parts. Flex, you are a flip-flopper. I'm sure you know that by now. But at the same time, I can understand you did not want to get fired, so you had to say a bunch of lies to get her to try to stay on your hour-long show, which is oh my goodness. You did not need an hour to ask 5 questions, Flex. Let me just be clear. But I think they knew Nicki was going to talk in circles like that, because if anybody listens to Nicki Mad on an interview, they know she knows how to talk in circles until you just end up saying, what was I supposed to talk about again? I forgot my own question. But anyway, so he tried to ask her the main questions that people wanted to ask on Twitter. He was trying to pull Twitter questions out to ask her. She didn't even get into that. She started talking about Sister Act rights, how a man dissed her, and a man should have dissed the man because the man told her that she couldn't sing, which was her, not sing, her perform, which was her boss. To me, Nicki should have never went that way, because of the fact that she knew that guy did not like her from 6 months ago after Starships. I mean, let's be real. He's not talking about Wayne. He's talking about you. He's talking about Starships. Wayne's not even supposed to be set to perform. Like, be real right now. You talking about you should have dissed Wayne because Wayne pulled the plug. He didn't even diss Wayne. He was dissing you because of Starships, because that song was whack. That song was pop, and he didn't want to listen to pop music. I mean, come on, let's be real. So, she talked about her Sister Act rights, which, and another thing about that. Nicki, you know exactly what you're doing. You are not considered a female hip-hop anymore. Nobody considers you as being a female hip-hop anymore. Nobody. Why? Because that same song, Monster, where you were side by side with 2 of the biggest hip-hop artists in the game right now. Not Lil Wayne, Jay-Z and Kanye West. You were side by side with them. You held your own. You spit your bars. You were the most memorized bars on Monster. When you think about it, people can remember your bars more than they can remember Jay-Z and Kanye's put together. That's because you let them know, as well as the world knows, I'm here now, and I can rap, and this is why I'm Nicki Minaj. So, just to say that, to be clear, this Sister Act rights, you're a woman, can't believe you would dog a woman, is BS. Why? Another reason why it's BS? Because of this. Listen to this. Drake did the same thing to Lil Kim like over a year ago when he first dissed her in front of your face on your show, saying, I don't give a F about Lil Kim. Nicki Minaj is the best rapper ever. He dissed her knowing that Ray J said what he said. You guys know exactly what I'm talking about. And you didn't say nothing then. You didn't say nothing about no Sister Act rights then. But you want to mention Sister Act rights now? Come on, Nicki, like, you talking around circles now. So, I understand, Flex, you had to throw in the towel because she's going out of line and she didn't even give you a chance to ask your own questions. I mean, hello, Nicki, interview 101. He asks the questions and you answer it. You just don't go in and just start talking about that Peter guy's a B and all that type of stuff. And if you feel that way about Peter, why don't you call Peter and tell it to his face? You know what I mean? You calling Flex, of course, you had to be on Flex show, but at the same time, you could call Peter and say that. I'm just saying, that's what she should have did. So, of course, Nicki had the balls. This is another thing I had a problem with her about. So she had the balls of talking about, shout out to Foxy, because Foxy and Beanie Siegel was going to be or a guest performance or a surprise performance on her show. I mean, not her show, her time slot. Let me just ask y'all this. Who's more relevant, Foxy or Kim? Let me just ask y'all. Who's more relevant, Foxy or Kim? Be real. Like, she went on the Breakfast Club this morning saying that, because there were rumors that she was going to have a casket and do this type of tribute and burying Lil Kim doll or something like that. And she said she's not going to bring up irrelevant people on her stage, but yet you said you was going to bring Foxy? Beanie Siegel? When the last time they were hot? At least Lil' Kim's name's still out there. People know who Lil' Kim is. Nobody can say they don't know who Lil' Kim is. Nobody can say they don't know her music. Even though her music is not selling like yours are, she's still irrelevant. Let's just be real. She can still go to a place, a venue, and still perform. Whether it's the stadium or it's a club, she can still perform. She's still relevant. She's still on blogs. Like, I don't understand that either. So for her to bring out Foxy, I'm just like, I'm really over this. The whole thing was BS. Wayne should have never did that. I'm not specifically blaming Nicki Minaj, but at the same time, Wayne should have never did that. And this free concert, I said I was going to get into it, is also a bunch of bull. And it's setting your fans back. Like, your fans came there to see you, and who knows where they were coming from. Who knows if they lived in New York, or they were living in California, or they living in Hawaii. They came to see you. And the fact that they got to spend that same fare to get to see you is a waste of money. It ain't free. Nothing's free in America. Whether it says the word free on it or not, something pay or something costs for you to have that free. You know what I mean? So you can get it for free. Something was cost, some money was spent for that to happen. Now they got to do it all over again just to see you. I'm over it because people don't got time for that no more. People really don't. Don't got no time to just be wasted to try and see you twice, even though we only got to see you once. I'm sure everybody wants to see that whole performance together. I'm sure you can't get Lauryn Hill on there twice, even though you was supposed to get her. Nas got her. I'm just like, how you gonna make that up? I don't get it. But y'all, I know y'all die-hard fans gonna do it because y'all die-hard fans. I'm just saying, for her to not see the reason why people were going in on her on Sunday, she should have saw that. She apologized, so it's whatever at the end of the day. But she didn't realize she's losing her fans. People think she's losing her fans, but record sales. Let me talk about that just real quick with the record sales. Nicki Minaj, as of my sources, it says that you only sold 493,000 copies in the U.S. And here you on Flex Show saying I sold 500,000 copies. First of all, even if you did sold 500,000 copies, you did that in 2 months from the last album, which you did that in 2 weeks. I don't understand where you didn't have facts. The only facts then she started talking about her singles. Her singles are enough to be known as albums and stuff. Ain't nobody trying to hear that. You trying to correct Flex because of what he said. It's not my fault you didn't go gold. You didn't go gold yet. You're gonna go gold. Even if you're gonna go gold by tomorrow. That took a long time for you to go gold for 12 million followers to who knows how many followers you got in the United States. It took you a long time to go gold. So, at the end of the day, F the women's rights. F, you have to be respected. And I'm going to close out with this. President Obama invited Donald Trump to his dinner party a couple of weeks ago, I believe. He looked Donald Trump in the eye and threw shade at him. Said, we have to talk about the more important issues than my birth certificate. He looked right in his face and did that, and did jokes, threw shade at him in his face. Donald Trump don't like Obama. I don't care what nobody say. If he didn't say it out his mouth, but all that media tirade and all that, we all know Donald Trump don't like Obama. So, just to let you know, people can be the bigger person out of it. Barack Obama was the bigger person out of it because he know this person don't like him, but I'm going to invite him into my house and I'm going to throw shade in his face. I'm going to shut him up. That's exactly what he did. Nikki, that could have been you. You could have went, stole the show, shut it down. Then, if you wanted to go backstage or you want to bring him out on stage, throw shade in his face and say, F him, F all of this, you could have did that. You could have. Because it would have showed that you were the bigger person. Another thing is, YMCMB need to watch out for their competition, MMG, because they are like right underneath them right now. There's YMCMB songs are being played just as much as MMG songs are being played. So even though they have love with each other, Lil Wayne need to watch out for Rick Ross, because Rick Ross is like the #1 rapper right now, according to MTV. So that's all I have to say about that whole beef. I think it was stupid. Wayne was wrong. Then Nicki was wrong.